Okay, so I have to get carving on this block. I have two things I'm worried about with this project at this stage. The first one is the registration I did last week was a little bit improvised, so I'm a little bit worried that this week I'm not going to be able to match that and line them up, and I'm really worried about how many I'm going to lose due to that. The other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I've got text that I need to carve out here. I have successfully carved out text here, but it was in the negative, so I was carving the text away. And this one I have to carve around the text, and I've always found that pretty tricky. So that is a little bit of a challenge for me today. Otherwise, I think this is going to be pretty straightforward. I just need to make sure that I am following my guide and I know which areas I'm carving away and which areas I'm leaving. I'm pretty much ready to print. Every time I start talking to the camera, Cricket comes to see what I'm up to. So we're gonna have Cricket. So I'm pretty much ready to print. Here is the block. I've just had it pressing and re-gluing a little bit overnight onto its disastrous ply back. I'm pretty nervous about how it's going to register on the jig given the ill-advised registration method I used last week. But we're gonna try our best. Hopefully at least some of them come out. If none of them do, that'll be a bit of a disaster, but we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it. I'm just going to do... You're very annoying. Yes, you're very annoying. I'm just going to do some cleanup on the block and then I'm going to set myself up to do my printmaking. Alright, so it's looking really good, really crisp. Despite my worries about lining everything up and whether I'm going to get good registration, I am really happy with this block. I think it looks really good, so that's nice at least. Alright, I thought things were going to be messed up, but I think it's actually come out like perfectly. I'm astounded. So I started peeling it, I didn't finish, but here we go. Oh, it's fucking adorable, you guys. I'm so pleased. It's so cute. it is time to do some work in my Commonplace book. So the artist that I want to focus on today is called, let me just bring it up because I don't want to butcher the pronunciation too much. So the artist is Kazuki Ejiro, and they are a Japanese artist who I'm gonna show some of his artwork here. So it is clearly very influenced by medieval manuscripts. It's influenced by artists like Hieronymus Bosch, and it has this kind of ritualistic, mythological kind of sense to it that I really, really love. It's quite loose. It's a lot looser than a lot of the artwork that I really gel with, but the themes that are depicted and the way that Kazuki Ejiro talks about his work is really, really interesting to me. So I don't have any books or anything. I'm just going to bring up some of the artwork on my laptop, and I'm going to play with some of these themes in my exploratory Commonplace book. If you want to hear more about my Commonplace book practice, in my last video I talk about that a lot more, but essentially the idea is a Commonplace book is a place to explore ideas and concepts from other people, and you record those ideas so you can reflect back on them. I'm also using my Commonplace book as a way to practice and play and reflect on the techniques and concepts of other artists. So I'm creating replicas or kind of composite replicas of other artists' work so I can explore their ideas, and then I'm taking some notes as well from like quotes that they've made and things that they've said, so that I can really kind of get into their headspace and understand their work better than just like a passing glance at it. Like I can really sit with the artwork and understand it properly. So that's what we're going to do today with Kazuki Ejiro. Okay, so it is the next day. I'm having a very delightful time working on this, but there's still quite a lot to go yet. I've got, I think, a little bit under an hour now. Yeah, about 50 minutes to work on this, and then I have about 2 hours in the afternoon that I can do some work, and then hopefully it'll be done, but maybe I'll be working on it a little bit tomorrow as well. I've gotten very sucked in, and the work, it's like loose but quite detailed, and it's definitely taking me some time. But the thing that I was really most interested in with working with this was understanding kind of the layers and how everything fits together, and it is really like interesting kind of feeling how that all works. Good morning, it is Friday. I went to Derby again this week, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I finished my Commonplace book page. Here it is. I'm really happy with it. I really wanted to kind of explore how this artist kind of layers the image and the way that they use the background and the kind of prolific nature of the characters they use in the art that they make. And I had such fun doing this. It was actually a lot more time consuming than I thought it was going to be, but it was a really good experience, and I feel like I really learned a lot while I was doing it, so that was good. At the end of Wednesday, after I'd done printing of my zine, I realized that I have made a little bit of an error, and it's hard to explain exactly what that error is, without you visualizing it. So I will show you properly next week when I fold the zines up. Hopefully they'll be dry enough, but essentially I reversed each individual image in the zine, but I didn't reverse the overall layout. And what that means is that instead of reading in the order that I wanted it to read, it is going to read in the reverse order, like the way that some Japanese books read from the what we think of as the back to the front. Or it just goes the other way, I guess. I'm kind of bummed. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for making this mistake. It's such a silly mistake. There's always, in linocut printing and in printmaking, there's always a new way to make a reversal mistake, like a didn't turn it around mistake. And I can't believe that I found a new one to make. What an idiot. Never mind. I still think the zine is really cute. I'm still really happy with it. I'm still shocked that I managed to do relatively good registration despite the fact that I wasn't able to use my my normal process. And it will still be my Patreon reward for January. So hopefully people still enjoy it despite my silly mistake. So yeah, I will go more into that next week and show you what I mean properly, but that's the way things go sometimes. It's a bit of a bummer. I wish that I had been a little bit more forward thinking on that, but you know, I will know for next time. I hope that you've been having a good week. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more printmaking content from me, I put out new videos each week. Please subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video.